Hey, family. How are you doing? I'm early. I know I'm early. Um, had to make some adjustments. As you can see, I'm at work. So I have a client coming in at our normal time. So I have to be flexible. I've been learning a lot about that lately, about going with the flow of things, being flexible, allowing for your plans not to pan out. Welcome in, Bonita, Nicole. What's up, everyone? Come on in, come on in. I was just starting off by saying, hey, I've been learning how to move with the flow instead of against it. And today, circumstances led us to begin at 10:15 instead of 11. I hope you can still make it, y'all. What's up? Her name is Taylor. What it do? What's up, Coco, Janelle, Miss Ronnie? Grand Rising, I am. Hey, Jamie. How are you doing? Okay, so if you have not seen the Tarot Tuesday post for today, it is up on my Instagram and Facebook if you follow me there. If not, today we pulled the Empress and the Page of Swords, and today's message was all about standing in your power, remaining in your power despite what opportunities might present themselves to you. I think so often we catch a glimpse of something or someone that we really want to align our energy with, and then we chase after that thing, right? We forget who we are, we forget what we deserve, and we just go chasing something outside of ourselves. And so today's message was to avoid doing that, to remain in our power. And even when we have a glimpse of something that we want or something that we desire, instead of chasing it, we magnetize, right? We set our vibe to attract whatever it is that we want. Instead of being electric and chasing and pushing, we are magnetic and drawing things to us. Okay? That way, whatever makes it to us is for us. It carries the same vibration as we do, and it's better suited to our journey. When we go out chasing things, who knows what you're going to catch? So go ahead and check that post out if you haven't. There might be something in it that resonates with you. Be sure to share it with a friend. There's many sorts of full moon symptoms, and the full moon that we just had yesterday was a super full moon, the first one of the entire year. It was in the sign of Virgo. So a lot of people, without realizing it, have full moon symptoms. So if your stomach has been feeling weird or unsettled for no reason, could be the full moon. If you've been extra sleepy, or the opposite, or if you've had insomnia and you can't sleep, that's definitely a symptom of the full moon. If you're having vivid dreams, if you're feeling a little loopy, a little dazed, again, could have a lot to do with the full moon. So just like the moon, if it can affect the seasons and the ocean and the animals within the ocean, of course it can affect us. Okay? So full moon energy is no joke, and especially when it's a super full moon, lots of things are coming to the surface. I mentioned this just to let you know, if you've been feeling out of whack, you are not the only one. You are not alone, and it'll pass. But the key here is to pay attention to what comes up, what is bubbling up for you. A lot of people have come to me and said, like, I'm really angry. I'm really angry, and the full moon is illuminating that. And instead of like suppressing that anger, kind of make it bigger, figure out what that's about. Why am I angry? What does this stem from? What is it rooted from? What was my trigger? Same thing if you're feeling really like sad or lonely or upset, like instead of masking your emotions and hiding them, get to the bottom of it, that you can learn and you can grow and you can feel something else. Okay. A lot of us, we get stuck on pretending like we don't feel anything. And that doesn't teach us anything. It doesn't improve our situation. It doesn't help us grow. Okay. So here's a few things. I'm hoping to reach somebody out there. Thank you so much. Yes, Tony. Welcome in, welcome in. I am says, I don't know why I'm sick and depressive always on the full moon, 2 to 3 days before it. Yeah. Because it's pulling on your subconscious, on the things, on those emotions within your subconscious. It's bringing it to the surface. Okay. So being sick, being depressive around that time means that you are in tune, but it also means that you need to dive in and dig a little bit deeper, create a ceremony or ritual around the full moon to help you release whatever it is that you're feeling. What else we got? Good morning, Christy. Deja, what's up? What's up? Coco Janelle, yeah. Channel it into something productive. Yeah, the feelings, the emotions that you're having, channel it into something that serves you. So you can channel if you like to write, or if you like to create art, or exercise, or meditate, whatever it is that you do specifically, channel these emotions into that. Definitely good advice. Thank you, Coco, for that. I appreciate it. What's up, AB? How you doing? So currently, my stomach feels crazy, and a lot of it is because of the full moon. I've been really tired, really sleepy. My energy is like, I described it to someone as feeling like I'm walking through water or moving through water. It's a little disorienting, but it's going to pass. Nothing lasts forever. Yeah, Tony says I was upset over my ex-girlfriend, but I need to let it go. Yep. So, and that's beautiful that you have gone through the process, Tony, to understand why you were angry, what you were angry about, and what you need to do about it. Definitely. Definitely important. How the rest of you feeling in here? What's going on? You good? I hope so. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are learning a lot. I hope you're growing a lot. That's the whole point, right? To learn and to grow and to become better than we were yesterday. Oh, yes. Let's get those likes up. Thank you, Tony, the moderator, for your assistance today. All right. So I want to see, or I want to help you with whatever it is that you need assistance with, any clarity on, that sort of thing. I am not going to answer when questions. I see one already. I'm not going to tell you when certain things are going to happen. If you haven't noticed here, my whole channel is about helping you to improve yourself, helping you to receive clarity, helping you to understand things. And when you ask questions that are externalizing your power, like when am I going to meet my soulmate and when is this person going to come back, it's so surface level. Like it doesn't show that you're doing any work, right? I don't like those questions. You can ask me about like someone else that you are interested in, how they're feeling, what their intentions are towards you. You can ask me what you need to do in order to be more receptive or more available for love. You can ask me what you need to, or what your blocks are, what you need to let go of, or what certain things are looking like. But to say, when am I going to meet my soulmate? That's not what tarot does. It's not what it does. Okay? That's not how this works. All right. So I'm going to skip around today. I'm going to go to questions that I'm drawn toward because that's how I'm feeling today. The other times in the past, I've gone straight through, but today I'm just going to go to whoever I feel drawn to. Okay? So don't get your feelings hurt. You'll get your cards read when you get them read. This is free. If you would like a guaranteed reading, you can go ahead and donate to the link in the description, which will be there in a minute, okay? No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, Dooney. It's nothing to be sorry about. We're just trying to empower ourselves here, okay? And that question is giving your power away to someone else or to something else. What up, Ty? How you doing? Okay, Coco. Let's go with Coco. Why is my mother upset with me? She won't even talk about it. Let's see if the cards have anything to say. Relationships, even with family, or especially with family, can be really difficult. You have people who are completely different and yet very much the same. And you have to live together and you have to figure things out. And family relationships, especially mother-daughter relationships, can be very trying. So Coco Janelle, the first card that came out is the Queen of Pentacles. Your mother is probably feeling very burnt out or feeling like people don't care for her in the way that she cares for them. When the Queen of Pentacles herself is very loving, very kind, very nurturing, and gives and gives and gives, and is always in service to other individuals. And honestly, she's probably just feeling really burnt out from doing that. I think the caretaker often gets forgotten. And in this situation, there likely is something to do with that here. Her feeling forgotten, her feeling like she's not cared about or she's not taken care of, or that people, don't do for her in the same way. So at the root of it, I think your mother is feeling a little neglected or a little forgotten in a lot of senses. And that has built into resentment. Okay, she's done so much and cared so much and, offered so much emotionally that now she's beginning to resent it because she's not getting that same thing in return. Yeah. Coco says, yeah, it makes sense. She's always putting the needs of others ahead of her own. Yeah. So it's the case of like, who cares for the caretaker? For sure. All right. So okay, so Ty's friend, what's in store for her 2020 birthday? Oh, she's okay. What's in store for her? All right, I think she's going to decide to move in a completely new direction. I think with her birthday comes some clarity into what she needs to move toward and what she needs to move away from. There's definitely some energy that she's outgrowing. It could be a job, could be a relationship, it could be like a house that she's leaving, like moving somewhere else. But whatever it is, it's leading her toward better avenues, a better and more gracious new beginning. I feel like things in the past might not have been as clear for her, and now when it comes time for her birthday, she's finally realizing like what she needs to do, which direction she needs to go, and who needs to be cut out of her life, quite frankly. Right? There's a lot of realizations that her birthday brings. And all of that is good because then you can then she can put herself back on a track that is better suited to her. Okay, both of these cards are about movement and about moving in a way that is more genuine to her, that resonates better to who she is and what she wants moving forward. So her birthday is bringing a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding about the people in her life and the roles that they're playing. There could be a trip, there could be a move, there could be some sort, or it could just be, the shift in thinking that welcomes her. I miss you, Styling Coffee. I miss you. How am I feeling? My stomach hurts. I don't really know why, but it does. It's largely from the full moon. There are some things I'm realizing too. I'm doing this whole life journey right along with you guys. Okay, Nicole, what are Joe's true intentions toward me? Nicole Willis, what is Joe's intentions toward Nicole? Okay. Um, he wants the he's beginning to have a desire for a moment. The Page of Pentacles comes out. He's all about like new beginnings and trying something new. Now, anytime there's a page, it's the beginning stages of a connection. So Joe is in the beginning stages of really thinking about what he wants with you. But it's really funny because here you come. This is the Aries card. So he's wanting to connect with you. Okay, but the ways that he's connecting, he's not coming to you like as the King of Pentacles yet. He's coming to you as the Page. So this is still something new. This is still something, he's not showing up as his fullest self yet. Now, he's definitely interested and he wants to see how far he can get with the Emperor. But right now, he's not offering you the best of the best. He's just kind of seeing what you will accept. So embody this idea of the Emperor or the Empress. Know your worth, know what you deserve, and don't flinch by that little coin. Like, he's just a page right now. You let him elevate, let him get to the King of Pentacles before you take him too seriously, if that makes sense. Hey, hey. Let's see. What? Moving back down south, Ty. Yeah, there's definitely movement energy for your friend. Yeah. Okay, there it is. She said that's crazy. She has a trip to Miami on her birthday. Yes, definitely. That's cool. So for your trip to Miami, for your friend's trip to Miami, on that, during that time, pay attention to the way people act and to the way people move around you. Okay. Atrania, my adult son moved here with me. He can't keep a job. How can we fix this issue? Yeah, that's a great question. Atrania. It's buffering. Sorry, y'all. Atrania, how do we fix your adult son? The fact that he can't keep a job. Okay. All right. So it looks like there's a lot of issues surrounding worth when it comes to your son. Your son is not feeling as though he is worthy of these opportunities. He's feeling, quite frankly, like a failure in your eyes and in the eyes of the family. And this sort of repeated hit toward his ego is making him feel like alone and unable to accomplish what he should naturally be able to accomplish as a man, right? Like, men have, there's a lot of pressure on men to provide for themselves and to be like the breadwinners. So he's feeling really like isolated and alone throughout all of this. I think a greater sense of connection between the two of you, like improving on your own relationship, healing that relationship, kind of pouring love into him, like, you are worthy, like, you can do this, I believe in you, those sorts of things will help to heal him, heal his heart, heal his subconscious wounds regarding what he can and can't do. And that will propel him into like a new journey towards something that he's passionate about. So between like healing the family connection and reinforcing the things that he is good at and the qualities that are unique to him, that are special in him, that can like reinvigorate him. Okay. Also, he's needing to get in touch with his natural talents and desires, what he wants his life to look like, what his ideal job will look like. I think that lack of vision, the lack of focus is making or leading him to agree to certain job opportunities that don't resonate with him. And honestly, if it's not resonating with him, he's not going to stick with it. Okay, so there's two aspects here: healing familial relationships and pouring into him, and discovering or rediscovering like his talents, his interests, his passions. I hope that helps you. There is no list today. I'm just going to whoever I'm drawn to. I keep going up and down, back and forth. So everyone has a fair chance today. Grand Rising. Okay, Sharon B, if you're still in the building, should I cut off Janice or remain cool? What should Sharon B do with Janice? You should play it cool. You should play it cool. Play it cool. Play it like, okay. The High Priestess already knows what's up. The High Priestess is very similar to the Empress in that she knows who she is. She knows her power. She does not doubt her intuition. She does not doubt the information that she has gleaned. But she does sit back in the corner. She doesn't reveal everything that she has. If you look, she's got this document here, but she's hiding it. She's like, yeah, I don't have to tell you what I got. I'm sitting on this information and I'm making my decisions based off of my intuition and my emotions. So you don't have to show your cards right now. You don't have to like make a big deal of anything. You know what you know. And yeah, I would definitely say remain cool. Look at her. She's unbothered. She's like, I've been knowing that. Like, so sit on that knowledge, I would say. Financial clarity for Jamie. What's going on for Jamie in finances? What does she need to know? Okay, we have 2 5s. 5s are cards about change. Okay, definitely about change. Let's see what else. We have the 5 of Cups and we have the 5 of Wands. It seems like there's there's a lot of anxiety when it comes to your finances right now, and that's impacting the flow of abundance to you. Okay. What does Jamie need to know? Okay, so I would say focus on what you do have, Jamie. Focus on the money that you do have to work with. I know that you have this trip coming up, so focus on what you have and make a plan. Make a very clear plan about, where this money is going, how much you need to get where you're going. Get it all straightened out and on paper. And then the last step of that is to move forward, to move forward with whatever your plans are, whatever you have to do, but you need to move forward with that faith, more faith than like sorrow when it comes to all of it. I'm going to see if there's another card, because really sometimes the cards are like coy, and when this happens, they want you to kind of like stick with what we got, stick with the cards we got, which happen to be these. So finances, they've been stressful, they've been depressing, money's been all over the place. You need to straighten these things out. Write down how much you have coming in, how much you have going out, what you need to spend, like get it all very neat and tidy. And then step forward in faith, knowing that your needs will be taken care of. It's interesting because as much as I've shuffled, there is nothing here about pentacles. I think a lot of this block, Jamie, has to do with how you're spending your emotions, what you're doing with your thoughts, with your emotions, and with your passion. I think if you can align that, rein it all back, and like really operate from a place of power and like knowing that you'll be taken care of, I think then that flow begins to pick up. This isn't necessarily about the money itself. It's about your thoughts about money, your thoughts about yourself, your thoughts about the past. And you know, like kind of the chaos that's going on in your mind right now. So it's time to iron it all out, to get it straight, to get it all, yeah, to get it all ironed out, girl. Your thoughts, your emotions, the chaos, get it calm. And I think the money starts to take care of itself. The opportunity for the money, for the financial stability makes itself, reveals itself to you. Hey, hey, yeah, everyone can ask a question, y'all. There's no list though. I'm just skipping around. Yeah, Ty says managing money is really good. I always calculate my bills and what I can and can't spend. Jamie says, thank you. That helps a great deal. You're always on point. Ah, Shay. I'm so glad, Jamie. I'm glad it made sense because that one, you know, it was a money question, but there was no pentacles in it. It was more so about external factors. What's up, KN? I hope you're still in here. We're going to your question next. You said, hello, can I ask a question? I liked and subscribed. Thank you. How does KT see me? How does KT see KN? Ooh, I saw some good cards. Definitely. They see you as someone that they can build with, someone who is stable, someone who is abundant, someone who they can have and start building some sort of legacy with, some sort of new passionate beginning. I think it's going to be a really interesting time, but again, remain in your power. Okay. I think sometimes we get too excited and then we try and like force things to happen ourselves, and that usually backfires. So we know that this person is looking at you in a certain way. You remain in your power. You let them come to you. Okay. You continue working on yourself, on your craft, on your passion, on your purpose, and let them come to you. Okay. Ooh. Tony, should I promote myself for my business now, or is it too soon? What should Tony do in terms of business and promotion? What does Tony need to do for business and promotion? You're welcome, KN. Thank you for the support, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Tony, time is now. The time is now, right? The magician has everything he needs to create the life that he wants. We've gotten this card over and over and over again for you. And the star card, it's a wish granted. It's time to put yourself out there. It's time to be vulnerable. It's time to see what happens, okay? It's time. What else we got? Many blessings from the powerhouse. Many blessings. Thanks for your service. This is the time of awakening. Stay connected always. Yes. Could I get a reading for the collective at this time of spiritual rising? Yes. That's a dope question. I'm loving these more creative questions. Yes, I know everyone wants to know about love. We can do those types of questions too, but let's remain in our power. Let's really focus on like elevating. All right. Reading for the collective. Okay. Interesting. We have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Moon card, right? So the moon, the super full moon that we just had, is illuminating for us those places within our subconscious that still need our time and attention, that still need to be addressed. It's illuminating old emotions, old beliefs, and it's showing us in general the things that we need to release and let go of so that we can embrace something that is much more suited to who we are and what we are trying to do moving forward. With the Two of Pentacles here, we are being asked to balance a lot of different things. And some of these things My coworkers are doing the most. Some of these things are not serving you anymore. So with this full moon energy, we can put something down. We can put perhaps many things down that are not for us, that we realize, well, hey, like this is not providing me with this same sort of opportunity and success that I would like. Okay. There are relationships for some of us that we need to put down, careers that we need to put down, thought patterns that we need to put down. Okay. So whatever that is for you, whatever's been coming up or whatever triggers you've been having with this full moon, it's time to address them. And it's time to figure out, okay, do I really need to juggle these things? And if you do, great. And if you don't, wonderful. Now you know what you need to do, what you need to let go of. All right. Another great question. Cheriona 222. How do I deal with PTSD from stalking? I've definitely been there. I don't know to what degree you're dealing with that. I'm sorry you're dealing with that, but let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Tony says, I know it's time. I printed my flyers yesterday and I ordered my business cards. Dope. That's awesome. The Powerhouse says, thank you very much for the reading. Much love. Same to you, Powerhouse. This is for Cheriona 222. How do I deal with PTSD from stalking? What does Cheriona need to do? One of the first things I'm hearing as I shuffle the cards is that you need to establish a relationship with your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Whatever you choose to believe in God, and whatever greater power, whatever higher power, I think it's time to really spend time strengthening that relationship with your team of lights, with your intuition, with that sort of thing. I think that by creating opportunities to connect to something larger than yourself and understanding how protected you are can help you to overcome that. Also, if you begin this connection more intentionally, you can call in more protection to you. You see, these other realms, our angels, ancestors, spirit guides, they can't help us unless we ask for help. It's one of those spiritual courtesies. So if you are suffering from PTSD, from something that has shaken your root chakra, shaken your own feelings of safety, you need to call in these higher powers. You need to create time and space to comfort yourself through that connection. So, for example, for me, I often wear a protection necklace that connects me to my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. I have different crystals. I have things that remind me of my connection, or remind me of my ability to intuit, or to be with my angels, my ancestors, that sort of thing. Yeah. So definitely, Cheriona says, I'm going to get into speaking to my higher power again. Absolutely. So kind of creating these connections and fortifying them, strengthening them through ritual and through attending to it every day. You can overcome those feelings of fear by stepping into your power, by knowing how connected you are. But you're only connected if you actively work toward connection. So anyone who's feeling fearful, anxiety, depression, like afraid, connect into your ancestors, ground down, and remember who you are. Remember your ancestors, remember your worth, remember your power, remember that you are an expansive being. You are much, much bigger than just your body, your physical body, okay? And I think lots of people needed to hear that, because that didn't even come from the cards, and that felt different coming out. So we all need to connect to our higher selves. We all need to connect to our ancestors, to those who have come before us. We all need to say, please help me. Okay. If we don't say those words, nothing outside of us can help us. We have to invite it in. Okay. And I didn't even pull cards for that one. That was just channeled. The powerhouse. No matter if you speak to Jesus or angels, ancestors, gods, goddesses, higher self, source, know that source is hearing you always. Yes, there are many ways to God. There are many ways to source. There are many ways to get to our creator. So, whatever you choose to believe in, really connect with it. Really connect with it. You're so welcome. Thank you. And thank you, Powerhouse, for your input. Yeah, anxiety, right? So I've seen lots of things, and maybe you have too, where it talks about anxiety is a symptom of not living in the present moment, right? Where anxiety is a state of mind where you are allowing the past and things that have happened in the past to inform your future, right? Past and future, you're nowhere in the present. Anxiety can't exist in the present moment. So again, if you suffer from anxiety, or if you've, of course, we're simplifying it here, but bring yourself to the present moment. Bring yourself back to the sound of your breath. Bring yourself to, the room. Name some things that you can see in the room. Bring yourself back to the present moment. All right? The only thing between the past and the future is right now. Shariona says, I agree. I didn't notice I was thinking about the past so much. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with thinking about the past. I think as long as you're learning something from it. But a lot of us get stuck in these loops where all we're doing is thinking about the past, and we're not learning, and we're not growing, and we're not doing anything different than looping over and over. And if you're looping, are you really living? Or are you just in the lobby of life's cosmic video game, right? Like, if you're only looping, you're doing the same thing you've always done, like, are you living at all? Deja says there's a saying that goes, if you experience depression, you're in the past. If you experience anxiety, you're in the future. And when you're at peace, you're in the present. Thank you, Deja. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to read it again. If you experience depression, you're in the past. If you experience anxiety, you're in the future. And when you're at peace, you're in the present. That is so beautiful and so true. I needed that too. Malika said I needed to hear that. Absolutely. You guys are so dope over here in the chat section. I appreciate the comments, the commentary. I love how we're building each other up, how we're inspiring each other. It's great. Beautifully said. Yes, I agree. Style and Coffee. I agree. It is a great saying. Go ahead, copy and paste it, put it in your phone, use it to help you, right? That's what all of this is. And I really hope you guys are seeing that this is my offering to you, to help us grow, to help you see like you're not alone. There is community. There are people here, right? Yes. Oh, Style says I'm going to post it on social media. I think you should. And other people need to hear it too. Of course you will, Sylvia. Of course you will. So instead of asking, will I be able to adjust in my new job? I will ask, what do I need to do or be aware of in order to adjust in my new job? Because of course you can do anything you set your intentions to do, but let's figure out how you can do it. How can Sylvia adjust in her new job? Ty says, that's why I love your channel. You talk about so many different things that help all of your viewers. Thanks, Ty. I love you, girl. Okay. So what does Sylvia need to do in order to adjust in her new job? What does Sylvia need to, ooh, that's too many, girl. That's too many. What does Sylvia need to do? You're welcome, boo. Okay. All right. Let's take them. You got quite a stack here, so there's lots of pieces of advice for you. Okay, first is the Star card. Allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to make mistakes and ask for help when you need it. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It requires strength to be vulnerable, right? It requires strength to say, hey, I don't understand this. Could you please help me? Now, I think you also need to embrace change. What you're walking into is a lot different than where you've been, and that's okay. You've been given this job for a reason. They've seen things in you that show that you're qualified. So you need to have faith in this aspect that even though, okay, things are completely different than what I'm used to, you got to have faith that you were chosen for a reason. Now we have these two cards. Avoid burning yourself out in this job, okay? Look for ways to work smarter instead of harder, because we can very clearly see that if you drown yourself in this job, you are going to be empty. So look for ways now to set up boundaries between you and your work that serve you, right? So yes, you started a new job and you want to get off to a great start, but at the same time, you don't want to burn yourself out like right off in the beginning. So create some boundaries in your mind for how much you're going to work, how much overtime you're going to lean into, like what you're going to share, who you're going to share it with your new coworkers. I think boundaries are very, very important, and looking for ways to work smarter, not harder. I know I said that already, but it's really important. Okay, we want to avoid burnout here. And then the Knight of Cups comes on in, saying to offer your cup of friendship and connection to your coworkers. You're the new person, and so they're all going to kind of look at you like, well, how do you fit in? So be cordial, be open, be willing to put yourself out there. And your last card is the Ace of Wands. Bring your passion, your innovation, your creativity, your new ideas to the table. Okay, but do it in a way that is humble. You know, don't come in acting like you know better than everybody else, but just like a friend or a coworker, be very open and be willing to put yourself out there. They're going to look to you to do that because you're the new one. But I think overall, that is how you will adjust in your job, or some ways that you can adjust in your new job. I'm sorry if the internet has been being crazy. I'm at work. You're welcome, boo. You welcome, you welcome. Let's get a couple more, and then I'm going to call it today. Benita. There's no list, but I'm not going in order either. Benita, what can I expect for love in April? What's going on for love? Okay. All right. So I think in April, there will be many opportunities for you to decide who you would like to share your cup with. I think there's also going to be some challenges where you will be kind of tested to see if you're going to fall into your same relationship patterns or if you're going to elevate from it. So I'm going to show you the two cards here. I really feel like these are your options. These are the things that will likely come to fruition. So in April, it could feel like the Devil card, or it could feel like the 10 of Cups, and that's completely up to you. It depends on what you are choosing to do and how you are spending your energy. The Devil card is all about giving your power to someone else and allowing your own desires to run the show. So this is where you are just like making yourself smaller to fit in someone else's box, or accepting less than what you deserve just so you can be with somebody. Or, there's lots of different iterations of what that is. But if you look here, the characters, they are in chains, but their chains are loose. They could They don't have to be there. They're choosing to be there. They're choosing to give their power away to this other being. So in April, I feel like there's opportunities, there's kind of tests to see, are you going to do that same old thing? Are you going to get lost? Yes. Yeah, exactly. It is a Capricorn card. Are you going to get lost in that whole shebang? Or are you going to choose something that is better for you, that is more empowering to you, where you get to be emotionally abundant and successful? Okay, I truly feel like this is an either or sort of deal. The Capricorn from the past is likely someone that you've given your power to. And if you're giving your power away, how are you going to get what you want out of life? You're giving it away. This goes for anyone in relationships, right? When someone comes along, it's like, oh yeah, I just want to make my whole life about you. I'm going to forget all of my goals. I'm going to forget everything I have to do. I'm going to forget my power. I'm going to forget all these things and just be with you, you know? And it's like, well, you're still an individual. You still have power. You still have things you're meant to do. You still have a life. You still have a job. You still have desires, right? And those things are a lot harder to access, you know, when you're giving it away to someone. So this summer, in April, I think, or not this summer, in April, it's possible that this person's going to come back and you'll have to make a decision. Am I going to do the same old and get nowhere with it? Or am I going to choose myself and my goals and my desires and my emotional peace and clarity? I know what I would do. Of course, it's so much easier said than done. But when you get a visual of what it could be, you know, you can keep that in your mind and use it. Okay. Yeah, such an interesting read. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I want to pull. I want to pull a couple cards for the room. So you guys just think about your questions and apply these cards to your question, because I'm getting ready to leave. But we can do it generally. Okay. So think of your question. Think of how these cards could relate to your question, okay? I'm going to get a couple tarot cards. Here they're coming already. Let's get one more for the room. Here we go. All right. For the room. Yeah, damn, lots of cards coming out. It's time for you to leave the past behind. Learn the lesson, keep the wisdom, and move forward from the past confidently in the direction of your goals. You are in the process of creating a new life, of new opportunities, creating for yourself something that is immensely fulfilling, bringing more passion, creativity, and brightness to your life. Plan for the things you want in the future by embodying that feeling in the present. And above all else, understand and anchor yourself in the knowledge that your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are behind the scenes cooking it up. They've got your order at the cosmic restaurant. It's already been placed. It's already on its way to you. Right now, you need to focus on who you are as an individual. You need to focus on what you have to offer the world. You need to focus on what your purpose is. We are also focusing on creativity, on building something new from the materials that the past has given us, as well as the materials that we are creating in our current moment. We are building something new using what we want from the future and what we've gained from the past. Tap into your own creativity, to your own creative energy, and allow it to inspire you moving forward. And last but not least, forgive yourself for anything that you that's an emotional card. Forgive yourself for your shortcomings, for your mistakes, for whatever point you're at right now, whatever it is you feel you've done, or whatever it is that you are holding on to as the reason that you can't get what you want. Let go of that. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive other people. That hatred or that feeling of unworthiness is not serving you. In fact, it's creating a block between what you want and you. So let it go. Let all of that go. Ground yourself in the knowledge that you are an expansive being. Ground yourself in the knowledge that you have a purpose and that there is a plan for your life. And the rest of it will flow so much easier. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. That was for everyone in the room. Apply it to your question. Make it make sense for you. I'm grateful to spend this time with you. If I'm being honest, I wasn't sure that I was going to do it, but I'm always, always glad when I do. So make sure that you are subscribed. We do this every Tuesday. We're going to have more talks and conversations coming up. My energy has just been low, but I'm working on it right here with y'all. Anyway, hit me up on social media. I'm going to put my link in the description of this video so you can book readings with me. Find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram. You can donate to the channel. You can buy me some coffee, that sort of thing. Absolutely not required. Okay, don't feel like it's required, but I'll put the link in the description if you want to show some extra love. Yeah, I feel good. It's just, spiritual full moon integration. I feel like I'm growing too. I'm growing a lot. Right on with you guys. So I love you, and I will see you in another video. Bye.